这个世界的门这样
So yeah, let's try it. Yeah, try it spicy that one. It's bouncing. I don't think that having it outputted invalidate.
Oh yeah, sorry. So it would need to be, I would say there would be a way to do it. But inputs and outputs, that would, yeah, there would need to be like a through.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
No, I thought the output would.
I'm sure you can see them. You might need to put on the output.
We can do that. We've got time.
Let's stop.
Now I should come out of here.
Gauranga. Hare Krishna. Gauranga. Something come, my voice is not very strong.
Okay, yeah, I'll just read it.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. That's nice. Hare
So that's like okay, so that's like he's starting to build it up, and it's still on the first beat. So that's like halfway between fast and. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, so back to that one. But he's starting to build it up.
Yeah.
So you can start to maybe add some notes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like still the same accents, but like he's doing the same accents, but he's starting to fill in with more notes, so you can follow on the cartels.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for someone who's much better to take over.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
That's what I call that.
But he'll let you know when we're going to the double, you feel it. Krishna, Rahim. Peru. How are you?
That meeting, the class, this class only had 5 minutes. 5 more.
Yeah,
Preparation. He's doing some
technical,
preparation.
technical. Krishna,
Krishna everyone. So I welcome all of you to this event, and still more people to join. I suppose most of them join by in half an hour or so. So by that time, I would like to introduce what we did in Gitanushilanam. What is it all about? So Gitanushilanam is a quiz competition or essay. It's a contest, Gita contest, and it is run by His Grace Leela Pushpam Prabhu. So you can see Lakshmidhar Behra, his personality, and he is the director of IIT Mandi and BGIS Vrindavan, Bhaktivedanta Gurukul and International School, Vrindavan. So he has been doing this Herculean task since 30 years, I suppose. So he's been teaching IITians about Bhagavad Gita, and he is himself is following the Bhagavad. So it is a great fortune to come into indirect contact or direct contact of such a great personality and take advantage of his wisdom, knowledge, his lifestyle, and whatever we can get. So, and I would like to now say a few words about Gitanushilanam and how it went in Australia. So we had almost 150 registrations throughout Adelaide, Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. These were for the kids as well as the adults. And within this 150 or 60 registrations, approximately 30 kids from ISKCON Adelaide Gopal's Play School, they attended offline classes which were taught by the Gopal's Play School staff as well as my son Rohinjan, and 20 kids around from ISKCON they joined for the online classes. Hare Krishna Prabhu Danvat. And there are weekly sessions for kids on for children on Tuesdays, which covers 7 verses from Illustrated Introduction to Bhagavad Gita, which has been written by Urmila Mataji, who is Prabhupada's direct disciple. And also we explained them the verses in each and every lecture. 1 verse per lecture was taken, and it was all story based. And lots of imaging and visual. We are trying to explain them all these verses. It included Bhagavad Gita 7 verses, starting from 4.34 to 7.14 important verses. For the adults, the classes were organized twice a week. On Mondays, we learned the book called 5 Aspects of Absolute Truth, which has been written by His Grace Leela Pushpam Prabhu. Within that, we learned 4 chapters, lesson 1, 3, 4, and 9, which is about the God, the atomic soul, and the 3 modes of material nature. So, through his YouTube videos, with like in each lesson, we have almost 7 YouTube videos of very hard work. Leela Pushpam Prabhu's are very hard earned videos, and we try to learn from those videos. On Thursdays, we were learning chapter 15, Purushottam Yoga, and also we try to memorize how to recite and everything. So that also we took 2 verses each and every Thursday, and try to understand the philosophy behind it. So it was quite a deep one, just not just like a parrot it's reciting words. It's not like that, but we actually understood. Then I could see while I was teaching that just teaching philosophy and talking in a great way doesn't serve any purpose if we are not connected to Krishna. So our connection to Krishna is basically through the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. If we are not able to chant, then like we cannot connect to Krishna, and we can't be elevated in this all this knowledge, or we can't follow. We cannot place this all this teaching in our lifestyle. So we started these chanting sessions in the morning, 5:30 to 7:30. From 17th of July 2024. So this is our story of Gitanushilanam, and then we had a quiz, and the essay writing competitions were attended by around 11 kids in 11 to 15 years of age, and 2 kids from 6 to 10 years, and then quiz also for the adults and quiz the children. Yeah, this is the overall perspective of this Gitanushilanam in Australia. Yeah, and we are expecting next year to double. Like last year, we had 70 registrations. This year, we have around 160 registrations. So next year, Prabhu will say maybe 1,000. But I don't know what I like that strategy of Prabhu. He always says that each individual should bring 30 people. So from next year onwards, we keep ready. We can keep ready. So yes, we are expecting many more next year. Prabhu, still only 10% of the people have come, like the devotees. We are expecting like 90 confirmed, and still we are having many more people to join. So yes, Prabhu, meanwhile you can start. I hope people join. Yes, thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
So, you want me to speak now, Aishwarya Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu, you can start.
Okay. Thank you for inviting me to your celebration of Gitanushilanam. First of all, let me acknowledge my gratitude to Aishwarya Kishori Mataji for taking the lead and spreading the message of Bhagavad Gita. As Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Yaidam paramam guhyam madbhaktesu avidhasyati bhaktim mai param krutva mam evaisyasi asamsaya. Krishna is saying that after hearing Bhagavad Gita and internalizing the imports of the message of Krishna, when we preach that message to others, Krishna becomes very happy. Not only he becomes very happy, he says, Mam evaisyati asamsayaha. All these dedicated soldiers on behalf of Krishna will certainly attain the lotus feet of Krishna. So I would request all those who are present there to say loudly 3 times Hari Bol while clapping for the spiritual well-being of Aishwarya Kishori Mataji. Loudly. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. So it takes a conviction within to do it, and she has been doing since I know her through our Learn Gita, Live Gita program. She has been a dedicated soldier of Bhagavad Gita, and that is what pleases us. We give the knowledge to one person, and that one person goes and gives to another person. That is how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's the tree also grows, becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. We read Bhagavad Gita, we understand Bhagavad Gita by following the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And as you will see, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita again and again that He is the supreme person, right? For example, the chapter that Aishwarya Mataji has made all of you to memorize, the 15th chapter, Purushottama Yoga, right? And this Purushottama Yoga chapter is like a summary, right? What is the essence of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's message of love of Godhead? There are three aspects to it: Samandha Jnana, Avidhaya Jnana, and Prayojana. And this was given in the 4 verses of Bhagavad Gita, which we know, Chaturshloki, 10.8, Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo Mataha Sarvam Pravardate, Iti Matva Bhajante Mam, Buddha Bhava Samannita. That means that everything that exists is either Krishna's material energy or spiritual energy. There is nothing beyond. Everything is Krishna's energy. Everything is coming from him. Millions of trillions of universes, both spiritual and material, they are his potential. So this Samandha, we are all his energy. We are all his energy. And so this is Samandha. And then the second verse was 10.9. Machitta Madgatta Prana Bodhayanta Parasparam Kathayantasya Mam Nityam Tushyanti Cha Ramanti Cha. So this is Avidhaya. Once I know my relationship with Krishna, I understand his energies, I understand science of his energy, I understand the purpose by which, for which everything is manifesting, the variegatedness in his creation. So all these things that we see, we understand, we harmonize through Krishna consciousness. Then what we do? Machitta Madgatta Prana. We see Krishna everywhere. He alone exists. Because he exists, everything exists. If it doesn't exist, nothing would exist. So that is the idea of the absolute truth. And Krishna is saying, Machitta Madgatta Prana. So a devotee who understands this Samandha, he accepts Krishna within his heart. And he explains Krishna Tattva to each and everyone. He takes pleasure in discussing about science of Krishna consciousness. He takes pleasure. This is called Avidhaya. And Prayojana, we have to attain Krishna. Tesam satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvatam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. So how do we attain Krishna? How do we attain love for Krishna? How we become Krishna's and a part of Krishna's internal energy? Krishna is saying, Dadami Buddhi Yogam. When we engage in Avidhaya, Tesam Satati Yuktanam, Bhajatam Priti Purvakam. Simply knowing is not enough. We must internalize that knowledge through practice. So that is Tesam Satati Yuktanam, Bhajatam Priti Purvakam. Then Krishna gives Dadami Buddhi Yogam. Krishna gives us the intelligence by which we can attain his lotus feet. We can attain his pure devotional service. And Krishna personally, those who are engaged in Avidhaya, Krishna personally takes this step. And that step is that Atma Bhavastu, Nasayami Atma Bhavastu. So he removes all the stumbling block, because we are residing within the ocean of ignorance. It is not very easy to be fixed in Krishna consciousness. So Krishna is saying that he enters within our heart and guides us and removes our ignorance. And that very idea was also expanded in chapter 15. Chapter 15 is a kind of extended and Samandha, Vidaya and Prayojana. And same thing is expanded in 15th chapter, Purushottama Yoga. Because ultimately, we have to recognize Krishna is Purusa. We all act as pseudo Purusa. It doesn't matter. Purusa doesn't mean male. Our understanding of Purusa is a male-bodied person is Purusa, and a female-bodied person is female, right? That's why we think Stri and Purusha. That's not the right answer, right understanding. Purusa always refers to the absolute truth, the energetic, the enjoyer. It doesn't matter whether I have a male body or a female body. Both of us, we are acting as a pseudo Purusa. We all want to enjoy separate from Krishna. We want to keep Krishna out of his existence. This is his kingdom. Everything belongs to his kingdom, but we want to keep him out of everything and we want to enjoy. It doesn't matter whether you are in a male body or female body. We all behave like pseudo Purusha. The real Purusha is Krishna. And hence Krishna is saying, Yo mam evam asammudho janati purushottamam. Janati asammudha means that person who is completely freed from all kind of ignorance. Completely. Sa sarvavid bhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. We do not understand Krishna as a supreme person. We don't. Most of us. We may read Bhagavad Gita, we may hear, we may chant, we may do everything, but takes ages to understand that Krishna is Purushottama. What is meaning of Purushottama? Person means relationship. I am a person. By virtue of being a person, I have a wife, I have children, I have a father, mother, I have relatives, I have friends. This is called relation. But I am not an absolute relation. Krishna is absolute relation. Nityo nityanam chetanasyetanam eko bahunam ovidadhati kama. Among all eternals, he is the foremost. Among all conscious beings, he is the foremost. He is the one who spans to unlimited. And he alone satisfies everybody's needs. That is Supreme Person.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Leela Pushpa. Hare Krishna, Leela Pusham Prabhu, are you there? We are not able to hear you, Prabhu. Because he lives in Mandi, it's on the mountains. So that's why the network issues.
Monday.
Yes. And one thing I would like to tell all of you, when we are listening to lectures, we don't chant. It is an insult in ISKCON. It's like that. So please try not to chant. Why, when he's so
It's okay. You can always chant.
yeah, you can chant in mind,
No,
but
you can always chant. That's what Gitanushilanam's instruction.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu, I can hear you now.
But you are not being able to hear since how long?
Yes, Prabhu. Since last 5 minutes.
Are 5 minutes? What is that I was speaking?
The Sambandha
No,
Abhideya.
no, after that, he said Supreme Purusha. Krishna is the
Purushottam.
Yeah.
Purushottama. Krishna is the only
You
Purushottama.
can satisfy the needs of everybody.
He went again. Prabhu,
Okay. So let me. Okay. Did I recite the verse? Yo mam evam asamudho.
no.
I didn't. Okay. Did I tell this the definition of Purusha and pseudo Purusha?
Yeah.
Pseudo-
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Yes, Prabhu, yeah.
I said that Purusha means normally people think Purusha means male bodied person and female means female bodied person. But that's wrong. We are all acting, whether we are in a female body or male body, we are all acting as a pseudo Purusha. We all want to enjoy separate from Krishna. Everything belongs to Krishna. But from his kingdom, we want to throw him out and we want to enjoy. That is our cardinal sin. And so this, as I told you, 15th chapter is all about Purushottam Yoga. It is extended summary. As Krishna says,
Prabhu, you are still not audible again.
I don't know why this automatically gets unmuted, muted. Okay. So this verse, this 15th chapter starts with Urdhva Moolam Adha Sakam Aswatham Prahurabbe. That means this material world is a reflection of the spiritual world. This is an inverted tree. We have seen inverted tree in a river bank. We see a tree, its a reflection whose roots are upward and branches are downward. So this particular verse says the sambandha, that is, the spiritual world is originally variegated. And that variegated spiritual world gets reflected or manifested as material world through perverted reflection of the conditioned soul. Because conditioned soul want to enjoy the world without Krishna. And hence, the spiritual world, which is full of variegatedness, exactly its perverted reflection is where we are now. And I was explaining that how Krishna, in Brahma Samhita, Krishna is saying that he is one. There is nothing except he. Nityo nityanam chetanasya tananam eko bahunam yo vidadhati kaman. He is one. He alone exists. If he exists, there is some problem with the internet. So let me complete because of some internet problem is there. The point I'm trying to tell you that only Krishna exists. I'm trying to bring out Supreme Person, concept of Supreme Person. I have told person means religion. Like I as a person, I have my wife, parents, my children, my friends. And I'm a tiny person. And hence my relationship is very tiny. That my relationship network is very small. But Krishna is absolute relation. Everything is related to him. He is the Supreme Person. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavitavi Tavir Eva Nijarupataya Kalavi Goloka Eva Nivasati Akilatma Bhuto Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So Krishna, he is one and he becomes many. Why? Because he is full of rasa. He is full of natural opulence, inconceivable opulence. And to celebrate his opulence, each of his rasas manifest infinitely. His Sringara rasa manifests in terms of unlimited gopis. His Vatsalya rasa manifests in terms of unlimited parents. His Sakhya rasa manifests in terms of unlimited friends. His Dasya rasa manifests in terms of unlimited servants. And his Santa rasa manifests in terms of Yamuna, Govardhan, varieties of plants, the cows, the deers, the peacocks, all this. So when we understand Krishna, we should not think that boy with Bashuri or the flute. No, he is everything. He is everything. So when we say Supreme Person, everything that exists is Krishna. And whatever we are able to see in a fragmented way are only part of that whole. Everybody is connected to Krishna in a rasa. And that is all we have to understand. And this 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Purushottama, Yoga. Krishna is saying, those who understand him as a Purushottama, they only can serve Krishna in all respect. Others cannot. So complete inclusivity, complete harmonization is included Krishna as the Supreme Person. So if you see also 15th chapter, I told you, this is the extended summary. Chatusloki is summary in essence, but this is extended summary. In the beginning, Krishna gave the summary, how we are all related to his spiritual world. We are his reflection, and we have to go back to the spiritual world. But unfortunately, because of conditioned by the mind, we are transmigrating from one living entity to another living entity. The second section of the chapter 15. Then Krishna says, whether we are here or we are in his spiritual abode, he is the soul maintainer. Gama vishacha bhutani dharayami aham ojasa pushnami osadi sarva soma bhutva rasatmaka. He says, here he says that he is holding all these planetary systems, whether Vaikuntha planets or these planets, everything he holds by his own internal potential. He is the source of the medicinal plant. He is the splendor of moon and sun and electricity. He is the digestive fire. He provides us knowledge. Mataha smritir jnanam apohanam cha. He provides us knowledge, memory, and forgetfulness. In all ways, he is our maintainer. So we need to understand Krishna ultimately as Purushottama. Unless our understanding is less than Purushottama, we cannot serve Krishna properly. The Avidhaya will not be complete unless we understand Krishna as the Supreme Person. So this is, in essence, 15th chapter. All of us, we should memorize 15th chapter before taking prasadam. It takes only 10 minutes. In meditative spirit, if you recite 15th chapter and take prasadam, Krishna says there, aham vaishwanara vrutva praninam deham asrita pranapana samayukta pachami arnam chaturvidham. So we also recite that verse during 15th chapter. So whatever we will take as Krishna's mercy. So again, there are some issues. So let me stop here. Thank you very much again for coming, joining this celebration of Gitanushilanam, well organized by Aishwarya Mataji and her team. And I congratulate all of you for participating this, making this program very successful. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Amen.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for such a nice, wonderful class, nice class. Thank you, Prabhu. I hope we could follow whatever you said. It's not that easy, but by your example.
Actually, my laptop is kaput. So I have turned on through my mobile, and hence there is some issue. Okay. So next time when you organize 2025, I'll be well prepared. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu. Vansha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Okay. Hare Krishna, Sitaram Prabhu and his grace, Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Sitaram Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Wonderful, nice.
Dandavat Pranam Prabhu. Thank you
Then there was,
so much for
um,
in your presence.
thank you. I'm using my computer, but my computer, of course, it's an old one. The camera doesn't work here. If you want, I can turn on my phone, but if it is okay, we can go like this. What do you want me to do?
No, Prabhu, please turn on your camera. Yeah, because people are more focused if we can see you.
Okay, but I got to use my phone because my computer camera doesn't work.
Yes, Prabhu, you can join by your phone. Yes.
Okay, I'll try. Okay, 1 second.
Because many people might not have seen you. So it's good.
Recording in progress.
Okay. Okay, can you see me now?
Yes, thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hey, nice to see so many. Few familiar faces. I will.
Prabhu, still 75% to join. Still they are on the way.
No problem. Okay, nice. Nice to see Shamsundar, and then yes, Praveen, no, Pradeep, yes, Pradeep, yes. Haval, Rohin, Mataji, and who else I can see?
Come a bit closer.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you all for nice to see you all, and hopefully we'll see you in person soon. And thank you for again, as Prabhu said, nice that actually you're all joined for this conclusion of this Gitanushilanam program. Hare Krishna. And Mataji, thank you very much for conducting this program and inspiring so many devotees and children with this wonderful program. Very nice. It's always, of course, good to read Bhagavad Gita, learn Bhagavad Gita, and also live Bhagavad Gita. It's very important. That's the main purpose of this program. So I thought actually maybe I didn't know. Of course, I got I think next Subhakrishna Prabhu also was waiting there. So I won't take too long, and maybe I thought okay maybe we can see. I'm sure many of you have heard about the practical relevance of Bhagavad Gita in modern times. I thought, okay, I'll just speak on a couple of points from Bhagavad Gita and see how we can apply them and into our life. As Prabhu was saying that we got to live Bhagavad Gita, we got to learn and apply the knowledge which we learn in our day-to-day life. That's the whole purpose of learning Bhagavad Gita. Of course, nice to recite the slokas and hear them, chant them. But the more important is to live the instructions given in Bhagavad Gita, right? Because the instructions in Bhagavad Gita, they're for all of us. It's not like I won't say it's for you, but it's all of us. That includes me also. It's for all of us, and they're very, very relevant even now. Quite often people say, well, Bhagavad Gita was spoken, for Arjuna in the battlefield. Now I gotta go for a job, IT job, or whatever sales job, or so many other different jobs. But so and also I got a family, and I'm living in 2025. After I'm going there 2024. So now it's different. My life is different. But and but the can you all hear me? Can? Okay. Yes. Okay. But the knowledge in Bhagavad Gita is very relevant to all of us, even in this present day-to-day life also, because the basic problems of life, they haven't changed. What are they? Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, right? Birth, death, old age, and disease. So a problem is something which we don't want it, but it'll come anyway. So these problems, birth, death, old age, and disease, nobody want to go through the pain of taking birth in the womb of the mother, but but we are forced, and nobody wants to die. So people die. We see all the time. Nobody wants to die. So Srila Prabhupada gives an example. Once there was one rich person, very wealthy person, and his days have come to an end, and he was begging the doctor, doctor, please, please, please give me 6 months time, because I invested some money in this business. I want the result of that. So like that, but nobody can buy the time. So Chanakya Pandit said, even if you pay all the gold coins in your pocket and a bag and a suitcase, whatever, but still you cannot get the time which has gone by. So time is very, very important, and we'll have to use the time in the best possible way by learning Bhagavad Gita and hearing about it and applying that. And then disease. I don't know, maybe some doctors there in the group also there. You see, the disease, nobody wants it, but we get it. And then old age. Some of us, our bodies are aging. We get different kinds of pains, talking. Whereas, Ramasam here, he was complaining. He's got his pain in the knee there. He cannot sit cross-legged. Yeah, these pains come. We don't want these pains, but they come. So these problems are there. So these problems are there, and Bhagavad Gita tells us how we can come out of these problems. So this is of course the Bhagavad Gita, we all know, means it's I'm sure actually many of you heard many times. Bhagavad Gita means the song of the Lord. Gita means song, Bhagavan, Lord. And this is part of Mahabharata, Vasudeva. And I'm sure you're all scholars. Bhagavad Gita got 18 chapters and 700 verses. And Bhagavad Gita explains about the 5 essential topics. They are Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, and Karma. Right? And the yeah. So in Bhagavad Gita teaches us, to focus on our duty, not the result. Quite often, we want to perform our activity and we want the result. Bhagavad Gita said, no, you get the result, whatever you're destined to, but focus on the duty. Which verse is that? I'm sure some of you are scholars there. 247. कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते ma phaleshu kadachina ma karma phala heturbir mato sangha sakarmani. You have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activity. And never be attached for not doing your activity. But often you say, well, if I'm not attached to the duty, then why should I perform? No, but it's our duty to perform our activity. And the result will be, we got to leave it to Krishna. And Krishna gives the result. So this is called the detachment. We got to work in the mood of detachment to perform our duty. And then there's another verse, and let us see. Yeah. And why we should focus on our duty, not this? Because people could often express stress, nervousness, and anxiety in their daily life because they're too focused on the results. So we focus on the result, naturally we worry that we may not get the result, and then we get into stress, anxiety. So instead of focusing on the result, we simply perform our duty to the best of our ability. So we got to do the duty to the best of our ability. So, and so Bhagavad Gita teaches us it's not important to be the best, but to do our best. I repeat, it's not important to be the best, but to do our best. So if people can learn this, then they will benefit in so many ways. Because, and many of your students over there, same, me also, I'm a student too. Students we get really nervous before the exam because we get worried about whether we'll pass or not, are we going to get distinction or not, whether we're going to get 99 plus or not. So because that when we go with nervousness, I'm sure you have experience when you go to the exam hall, nervousness, then we forget also what we remember too. But if we understand that it is our duty to study nicely and best of our ability, and then leave the result up to God, then we'll perform much better. So success means doing our best in whatever way we do without worrying about the result. That is success. As they say, do your best and leave the rest to God. Here we say Krishna. We do our duty and leave the result to Krishna. And then another one is about be fearless. Fear, bhaya, ahar nidra bhaya namcha. Bhaya is one of the factors, So we got to become fearless. So what is the Sanskrit words? A Sanskrit word in fearless? It is the name of Prabhupada. Abhay. Good. Thank you, Rohin. Yes. Thank you. You're a scholar. Thank you. Abhay. Abhay means no fear. I think there's a company that says no fear, a surfing company called No Fear, right? But so Bhaya means fear and Abhaya means no fear. So how can we become Abhay? Abhay, we can become Abhay if we take Charanarvinda, the lotus feet of Krishna. The Prabhupada's name is Abhay Charanarvinda. AC. Once one reporter asked in the Western countries when Srila Prabhupada came, because Prabhupada's name was written AC Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, right, in his books and everywhere. So this reporter asked Prabhupada, what does AC stands for? And then Prabhupada said, no, don't worry, you won't understand. then they reported since, no, what does AC means? Again, Srila Prabhupada said, don't worry, you won't understand. Then again they reported, now I want to know what is AC means. Then, typical Srila Prabhupada said very fast, Abhay Chandarvinda. Then the reporter said, what? See, I told you don't understand, So, like that. So, AC means Abhay Chanarvinda. Srila Prabhupada's name is Abhay Chanarvinda. So, if we take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, then we don't have any fear. And in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, the another famous verse, 220, न जायते मयते व कदाचिन् नायं भूत्वा भवितो न भूयः अजो नित्य शाश्वतोऽयं प्राणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. For the soul, there is neither birth nor death at any time. It does not come into being, it has not come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. He is unborn, eternal, and everlasting, ever existing, and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain. Because it's what Krishna is explaining to Arjuna, because Arjuna was worried that when if I kill all these people, I'm going to get reaction. I'm going to incur sin. Then Krishna is explaining this verse, But no, you cannot do anything to the soul. The soul is no death for the soul. It is always eternal. So like that. So that's why. So when we know that, when we know that then there's no death for the soul, then we become fearless. No problem. Of course, because that is what actually the real understanding of our identity as a soul, Atma. So this is another important teaching of Bhagavad Gita that reveals our true identity as eternal spirit soul. We are all spirit soul by nature. We are all Hare Krishna. I all and so we're all eternal, we're all spirit soul. Jivera Swarup Hoy, Krishna is Das. We're all spirit souls by nature, and our duty is to serve Krishna, eternal servant. Jivera Swarup Hoy, Krishna is Das. So it reveals Hare Krishna Vedas Prabhu, then was. So this is another important teaching of Bhagavad Gita. It reveals our true identity in the spirit soul, and who will never die nor lose our individuality. We're always there. So this naturally makes one fearless, because we think, okay, only our body is getting bad. Similarly, our dress, gets dirty and we'll take it out. But we as a person, we're always there. And so this can bring us very fearless and brings a sense of detachment from the body and everything related to the body. Of course, this also, of course, when we lose someone near and dear one, naturally there is grief, no doubt about it. But with a higher understanding, we think, okay, this person is gone from this body, is eternal, and he can get a better. We can pray for the soul. Because of course, you might say, Prabhu, how can we be so emotionless? No, we become emotional. It's quite natural. Nothing wrong in that. Same, even for Arjuna also, when his son Abhimanyu died, when he was killed, and Arjuna was very angry. But just before that, Arjuna heard whole Bhagavad Gita. Then we might say, like, how can it be? But it's quite natural. Like when we lose our near and dear ones, we get emotional. We feel, because we feel bad, and we anguish, anxiety, and grief, because we know that because we lost the company of this person. physical company. But they're all there eternally, but physical company we lose them. That's what causes of grief, But with a higher understanding, we move on. Okay, we pray for the soul and then help that soul to move on to the next body. So, so that we also understand, okay, when a person leaves the body, he only transmigrates from one body to another body, leaving everything behind. Yeah. Thus, living on the platform of soul helps a person focus on his efforts and that which is permanent and not give too much importance to the temporary. That is, we give importance to the soul, Atma, and we don't focus too much on the temporary, which is the body. And I'll get more, but there's one more verse, actually, of course, there are many verses, there are three gates leading to the hell. That is in the 1621. I was speaking about the 15th chapter. That there are three gates leading to hell. I'm sure actually some of you or many of you have heard it, which are what? Lust, anger, greed. They drive any man, any sane man should give up these three, for they degrade ourselves as degrade the soul. Kamesha Krodesha Juntamo Mahasana Mahapapmo Vidyanam Ihavarinam. So Bhagavad Gita clearly explains there are three grades to hellish condition of life, which are lust, greed, and anger. So today in the society, there are so many problems because of this. People are lusty because of lust, and then because Krishna explains in the second chapter, Jayate Vishanpamsa Sangatesha Bajayate Sangha Sanjayate Kama Kama Vijayate. When a person contemplates the sense objects, one develops attachment. When he does not get it, then he becomes angry. Then he says, Krodat Bhava Sammoha, Sammoha Smidha, Smidbhamshat Buddhinasho, Buddhinashat Pranashati. When a person loses angry, Krodat, when it becomes angry, we all explain Sammoha, we become bewildered. When we become bewildered, what happens? Sammoha, Smriti Vibraha, Smriti, memory is lost. Smriti Brahmasat, Buddhinasa. When we lost our memory, then our intelligence is covered over. Buddhinasa. Buddhinasat, Pranashati, then we can fall down. That's why any sane man, then we should give up these three gates. Of course, like how can we give up? Krishna gives us a very nice solution for us. We could engage them in the service of the Lord. Of course, how we got to be greedy, lusty, but greedy for the service of Krishna. See how best we can serve Krishna, be greedy. Anger, of course, we got to use. Of course, we got to know how to use anger also in the service. In the Nectar of Instructions, Srila Prabhupada explains, in that verse, Vacha Vegam, Krodha Vegam, Manskrodha Vegam, that we can use anger the service of Krishna. Of course, we need guidance how to use that. And there, Srila Prabhupada gives an example of Arjuna. Krishna made Arjuna angry. Because if he's not angry, then he cannot fight. Because Arjuna wants to become a sadhu. If he's sadhu, then he can't be, can't fight there. And again, another example he gives is what? Example of Hanuman. Hanuman got angry and he burned Lanka. But he used in anger the service of Krishna. That is okay. But of course, in our near-fate stage, we need some guidance, we cannot. So we need some guidance also. We got to check these things, and then of course in another verse again, Krishna says, we got to this, I think I'll finish up, we got to tolerate. Tolerating is very, very important in any sphere of life, but more in the spiritual life too. It's very difficult, easier said than done, right? Because I can say, go tolerate, but when it comes to me, then okay, I lose also. And what is the verse Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita? I'm sure some of you, many of you know. Matra spashasti kaunteya sitoshna sibadukada agama paino anityas tam tidikshasa bharata. Krishna says, "O son of Kunti, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress, and their disappearance, appearance and disappearance. In due course, unlike the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer seasons. Now the winter is slowly going away, summer is coming up, nice and warm. Sometimes it gets too warm or too hot also. And Krishna is saying they arise from the sense perception. So one must, our Sena Bharata, one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. So, of course, so Bhagavad Gita teaches us that both happiness and distress, they're temporary. Of course, we always want to be happy, right? Nobody wants to be unhappy. Am I right? Yes. Yes. I want to be happy also, but because that's our nature, because the soul is always seeking pleasure, anandamaya abhyas. I want to be happy. But it does not happen all the time. So we get distance also. So Bhagavad Gita teaches us, we should tolerate. Like the seasons, they come and go because now winter is gone, summer is coming. Summer will be there till when January, February, March. Then again, slowly the weather gets cold. So one should go on. They come and go. So one should learn to tolerate happiness and distress. But quite often, when some happiness comes, we become elated. When some misery comes, we get depressed. But when we understand it, these are only coming from our sense perception, nothing related to the body, soul, then we can tolerate them, And when by doing so, one can completely focus on one's energy in performing one's duty without getting affected, and we stay equipoised, and ultimately we become eligible for liberation. Liberation means here liberation means we become eligible to be engaged in the service of Krishna. So these are, of course, some other points actually. We got and okay, maybe okay. I'll just finish up with one last one. Yeah. You say, become truly happy, achieve perfection, and finally attain the supreme destination. So this is the 16th chapter, again 23rd verse. Ishastra vidin vistrijya vartate kamakardaha nasa siddhim apnoti na sukham na paragati. He who discards scriptural injunctions and acts according to his own whims attains neither perfection, nor happiness, nor the supreme destination. So we say we always have to abide by the scriptures. So we cannot act according to our own whims. No. So Krishna says here, he who discards the scripture injunctions and acts according to his own whims attains neither perfection, nor happiness, nor some destination. So we should read Bhagavad Gita and live by the instructions of Bhagavad Gita given by the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. Then they will make us happy. Which we are all doing it. And please bless me also. I can also learn more and try to put them into practice. And it's a wonderful program. You're all participating, and so we can engage more and more. First, actually, we can apply this knowledge, learn and study Gita, and learn Gita and live the instruction given in Gita. It's a wonderful program, and Aishwarya Kishore Mataji take initiative and responsibility in doing this program. Thank you very much for doing and engaging so many devotees in this wonderful program. And hope you all have a nice program. And congratulations to those who graduated from this today. And tell other devotees who, if you really attain something, if you really achieve something, if you are happy, you can tell other people. So that way we can increase and distribute this knowledge to as many people as possible. Okay, I'll stop here. If we have any quick comments or questions.
Any questions you can ask, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu, for the very insightful, very practical lesson. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna. Hope
Thank you.
We can follow your footsteps. You are so humble, so
I got a long way to go. No,
Hare Krishna.
can learn from all of you too.
Any questions? Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dhanwad Pranam, Prabhu. Thank you so much. His Grace Shubha Krishna, Prabhu. If we can wait for 10 more minutes, then children would like to just recite some shlokas, 7 shlokas, and with translation, because they are getting delayed. So, thank you.
Yeah,
so much.
no problem, Mataji. Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
fine.
Thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna.
So may I have here in the front of the screen, maybe 4.34 was spoken by Vrinda. Vrinda, you come in the first place. You sit here. Please quickly come along. Then who was there? Okay, come. Hirva, Rugesh. Okay, Hirva 5.18. Okay. Dhanvir 5.29. Okay, you are there. Good. Radhav, are you there? Radhav 6.47. You are reciting, right? So just as soon as Dhanvir finishes, you turn off you turn on your mic and you can recite. And then 7.3 Riya, you can sit here. And 7.7 Parth. And 7.14 Rugesh. Okay. So let's go, okay? Can everyone see it?
Hare Krishna, Bhagavad Gita chapter 4, text 34. Tad vidhi prani patena pariprasnena sevaya uddhikshanti te jnanam nani nastatva darshana. Translation: just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized soul can the self-realized soul can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth.
Yeah, thank you.
Don't proxy. They are very confident. They can speak. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, chapter 5, text 18. विद्याविनय संपन्ने ब्राह्मणे कविहस्तिनि क्षुणि चैव श्वपाके च पंडितः समदर्शिनः. Translation: The humble sages, by the virtue of true knowledge, sees with equal vision a gentle learned brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, a dog-eater outcast. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 5, text 29. Bhoktaram yagna tapasam sarvalokameshwaram sudram sarvabhutanam natva mama shantim rikshati. Translation: A person in full consciousness of me knowing me to be the ultimate beneficiary of all sacrifices and austerities, supreme lord of all planets, demigods, well-wisher of all living entities, attain peace from the pangs of material miseries.
Jai.
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Bhagavad
I'm
Gita.
gonna recite. Oh. Hare Krishna, everyone. I'm gonna recite 6.47. Yoginam api sarvesham matyatena taratmana shadravan bhajate yamam sameyakta tamo mataha. Translations. Out of all yogis, one with great faith who always advises me, thinks of me within himself, and renders transcendental loving service unto me. He is the most intimately united in yoga, and is the highest of all. That is my opinion. Hare Krishna.
Jai.
Hare Krishna. Today I'm going to recite Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, text 3. Manushyanam sahastreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye yatataamapi siddhanam kaschinam vyati tattvataha. Translation: Out of many thousands among men, one may endeavor for perfection, and of those who have achieved perfection, only one has been true.
Hare Krishna 7.7. Mattaparatarammnanyajasti dhananjaya mai sarvamidam protam sutramanikanaiva. Translation: O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as causes stronger than a thread. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Chapter 7, text 40. Devi Hesha Gunamaye Mama Maya Dhurate Mam Eva Ye Prabhadyante Maya Metam Tarantite. This divine energy of mind, consisting three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome, but those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. Hare Krishna. 3 times Hari Bol to all these little kids, and Hari Bol. And I can see here a few more kids who have already learned many shlokas in the past. So congratulations to all those kids. But today we have just decided this. So very sorry for that. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, all the children. Yes. Hare Krishna, His Grace Shubh Krishna Prabhu. We can hear Gita wisdom from you now. And I would like to give a bit introduction about His Grace Shubh Krishna Prabhu. So because he's new to all of us, so he's from ISKCON Sydney, and he's a Bhaktivedanta preacher. He has done masters in electronics. He is basically from Maharashtra, Pune. He's working in IT, Director of Application Delivery CBA. He got introduced to Krishna consciousness in 2006, and in the initial phase, he was guided by His Grace Vijay Gopikesh Prabhu, and later His Grace Chaitanya Charan Prabhu. He got initiated by His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj in 2011. Been serving in
Sydney since 2008 as Bhaktivedanta preacher, been working as ISKCON Sydney committee member and performing various roles, especially fundraising for various campaigns. Prabhu has also established complete IT infrastructure for the temple that includes temple website, CRM, and online payment systems. Currently looking after preaching initiatives and have established Vaishnava Training Academy in 2022. The academy has 25 preachers and each class has 10 to 12 students. The courses, etc., are designed to suit the new generation, and all the classes are online on Zoom. There are certifications on every stage of completion that encourages students or devotees when they are graduated and congratulated in the temple to receive a certificate in front of a large audience and blessings of Sri Sri Radha Gopinath and Srila Prabhupada. One important thing is that these classes are paid, that ensures devotees attendance and full concentration. So I can see currently Prabhu is quite a bit in this mission of Vaishnava Training Academy. So was established in 2022. All of you can take advantage of this beautiful initiative by Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu, for being here today.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for the quick introduction. I hope you are able to hear me.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Om Adhyanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. I would like to start my discussion with all of you. It is not going to be a wisdom lecture or something like that, but just trying to share my thought process on the qualification, education, what is the importance of spiritual education with all of you, so that can give you a food of thought for that. So the qualification is the material qualification that we receive from the institute that we are studying, whether it's a uni or a TAFE or any of the Harvard institutes or London School of Economics or Cambridge. So all these are, the education qualification that we receive. But these are the real education? That is what we need to understand. So in general, we have noticed that we have controlled machines and uncontrolled men. The reason I am quoting this, because it's a very declared slogan depicting the potential threat of global disaster due to the misuse of technology. And you can correlate that to the Ukraine war with Russia at the moment, Palestine war with Israel, which is going on currently. So it catches the tragic irony of modern society. The last century has been amazing advances in science and technology, by which the world is at our fingertips. As some experts put it, yet statistics exposes the 20th century as the most violent century in known human history. The book Ending Violent Conflict by Michael Rayner says that there are 3 times more people died in wars of the 20th century than in the entire history of warfare between AD 1 to 1899. So therefore, the question begs itself, where has modern society going wrong? Despite extensive attempts at mass education, why has the advancement of knowledge not made people peaceful? Illiteracy can no longer be considered a reason, since the best schools in the world have also been witnessed violence in the last decade. Very easily boys and girls, and they can go and buy a revolver in the US. It's very easily can be bought. The foundation of American society has been rocked by the repeated massacres by school children of their own peers and teachers for no good reason whatsoever. So in many schools, metal detectors now screen every child before he enters the modern temple of learning. It is so painful to hear, isn't it? So Vedic texts, a vast body of profound knowledge coming down from ancient India, provide thought-provoking insights into this sorry state of affairs. In the Vedic paradigm, knowledge is exalted for its transformational power. What you know is not considered as important as what is the effect on you, what you know. In marked contrast, the modern education swarms students with information, but sadly, the information brings hardly any transformation in the students. It scarcely leads to the strengthening of character. Many of the students indulge in self-destructive habits like smoking, alcoholism, drug abuse, and even the best of them consider earning maximum money as their most important value. So the value of the life has been changed over a period of time. Information, 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 but no transformation as such. So that is the plight of the modern educational system. Of course, many curriculums worldwide do have some sort of value education, but that value education mostly serves a cosmetic purpose. It is ineffectual in actually building the character of the students. In the Vedic texts, we have also learned that, Gurukuls, as we know that in Mayapur, there is a Gurukul, in Murvilamba, there is a Gurukul, where we are trying our best from the ISKCON perspective to bring people to learn under the guidance of the Gurus, and they're living together and trying to learn the Varnashrama Dharma system, and where the education is the wholesome idea as per the idea given by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. However, unless one has an understanding of God and His laws, the call to ethics has little weight. After all, what is there in an atheist world to impel him to stick to morality, especially if he thinks that the primary goal of life is the pursuit of bodily pleasure, that he can get away with the whatever he does, provided he just does it cleverly enough, isn't it? So further, if the person doesn't understand his real identity as an eternal soul, if he thinks that his life is all that he has for enjoyment, what will stop him from sacrificing morality at the altar of bodily pleasure? Beg, borrow, steal, kill, but enjoy. So that will become the motto of such a spirituality bankrupt person. So what is important is the spiritual education. So all the institutes, we find that IIMs in India, or maybe IITs, or IRCs, there are so many big institutes there. Are we teaching any kind of Vedic scriptures there? In ISKCON, we have a spiritual education which is divided, and Srila Prabhupada is very nicely, bifurcated the chants in two ways, one is for the Ishvara and one for the process. So Song of the God, as Sitaram Prabhu rightly said, and which is Bhagavad Gita, and Ishopanishad, which is another Ishvara book. And the process by which we understand is the nectar of instruction and nectar of devotion. So two books about the Ishwar and two books about how the process by which we can worship and reach to the Lord or understand about the Lord, and then we can process our spirituality in that sense. So Gitanushilanam is basically what it is giving us is how we can do the Manan Chintan, the meditation upon Bhagavad Gita, and how we can best utilize our knowledge of Bhagavad Gita in our day-to-day life. How much it will affect only the devotee community, those who are coming to the temple. Are we still able to reach out to the larger audience in the world, or in Adelaide or in Melbourne or in Sydney or elsewhere? I'm not pinpointing on anyone. It's a good attempt that we should be running these kind of competitions, etc. At least we are able to reach out to our people and our students and our parents. Young generation is able to participate into this, and they are able to read, and they are forced to read at least. And the modern scientific education has the significantly responsible for this spiritual and social decay, basically. So the eminent scientists like Newton, Copernicus, Faraday, Kelvin, Max Planck, Maxwell, Einstein, these are few names which I can state that they have stated their scientific study has led them to the conclusion that behind the marvels of nature is a super intelligent being, that is God. So ultimately they reach out to the God as an ultimate reality. So, and many influential leaders of the West, including US presidents like Benjamin Franklin, John Adams, philosophers like Socrates and Ralph Waldo Emerson, business magnates like Henry Ford, psychologists like Carl Jung and C.P. Dupé, and Nobel Prize winning authors like Hermann Hesse, Isaac Bashevis Singer have expressed their belief in the reincarnation of the soul. So even those scientists who are not spiritually minded rarely admit that spiritual subjects such as the existence of the soul and God are simply beyond their scope. But unfortunately, scientists and science textbooks worldwide portray dubious theories such as the Big Bang theory and evolution theory as proven facts, thus forcing the native and innocent students to embrace atheism as the only scientific way of looking at the world. It's such a pity situation. And many eminent scientists have openly challenged the scientific validity of these theories. When such theories are far from the being truths, representing them to students in textbooks as truths is not scientific education, but atheistic indoctrination. It is not just ordinary indoctrination, but state funded indoctrination. If we let our children be taught that they have come from monkeys, how can we expect them to not behave like monkeys? Isn't it? So the notion that life is a result of chemical combination breeds a murderous mentality towards both subhumans and humans. If life is just a product of chemicals, then why can I not cut a bag of chemicals instead of an animal and eat it? Why should we go and eat meat? If we want our children to inherit peaceful world, we have to teach them the spiritual truths that will engender that peace within and without. To this end, the following universal spiritual principles need to be incorporated into the schools, universities, syllabus worldwide. What are those? The one I will say that the God is the supreme father of everyone and the supreme owner and consider and the controller of everything. Second, we are accountable for all our actions to God. As you sow, so shall you reap. Third, we are spirit souls, eternal children of God, and our real happiness is not in material acquisition, but in spiritual realization, in lovingly harmonizing ourselves with nature and God. So these spiritual concepts and percepts do not contradict the principle of secularism, because secularism should not be misunderstood or misrepresented as atheism. Secularism basically implies impartiality toward different religions, and the above percepts are the common underlying teachings of the major religions of the world as well. So when we talk about the religion, then again the question of whether it's Hindu religion, Islam, or even then the Christianity comes into the picture. Now, what are the laws of the Lord are being taught everyone as per their situation, as per their condition, like the time, place, and circumstances. We take example of mathematics. To year one students, what we teach is 2 plus 2 equal to 4. 1 plus 1 equal to 2. Year 4 and 5, we teach division, subtraction. Minus 4 plus 2 equal to minus 2. 2 minus 4 equal to minus 2. Then go to higher secondary school, we teach quadratic equation, coordinate geometry, calculus, studies dynamics. That is as far as the mathematics is concerned. Then if you go to commerce side of things, then we teach profit and loss, then balance sheet, and then trial balance maybe, and bank reconciliation statements, etc. So there's so many things that we are teaching to the students, but what is missing here? The spiritual education. And when it comes to spiritual education, are we not sticking too much onto the verses of the Bhagavad Gita or verses of nectar of instruction? Unless sanischena yuktabhyo yogo adirvana chetsa taktva pragvana kamams, a Western people will, will go mad. Hey, what are you talking about? I don't understand anything. So is it important to know the verses or it is important to know the principles? We need to decide that. The principle is more important than knowing the verses. Yes, verses is important in order to understand the mood of the people, those who have said those verses during that point in time. Like my Guru Maharaj, he translated 50 volumes of the books of Srila Prabhupada in Bengali. So he lived the mood of Srila Prabhupada because he knew the nook and corner of Srila Prabhupada books because he translated them. He knew where it was written. Whenever I asked him any question, Guru Maharaj, can we do it this way? His answer was, see what Prabhupada has said. So now he boils down to what Guru is saying. In today's education, it is missing point. Everyone thinks that I am the most important person. So they keep I in the center rather than keeping God in the center. So that's where the gap between the spirituality and the materialistic knowledge. If we start keeping ourselves in the center, we'll always be the materialistic person. When we keep God in the center, it is the spiritual life. By hearting verses is important, but knowing the principles is more important than knowing the verses. A person can do both. Yes, well, good. Srila Prabhupada made his first disciples in the Western countries, that is in New York. They were all having hashish, having smoking charas, ganja, and all those stuff. They didn't know ABCD of Sanskrit, but they understood the principles because they had Srila Prabhupada in front of them. We can't put ourselves in place of Srila Prabhupada. So we have to take the tiny steps towards how we should be teaching and what we should be teaching to them. We are applying the same principles in the Vaishnava Training Academy that we have started. We have Western students also learning Bhagavad Gita. They are also learning all the 4 books, which are 4 books which are enough for our studies. However, the point here that we need to understand that how we can do the Chintan Manan, which is Anushilanam that we talk about. The Anushilanam can be understood by way of the principles of our scriptures. And that is the way we can live our life in a longer way by understanding the principles and easier for us to give that knowledge to the world. When we join Srila Prabhupada or when we join ISKCON, we are taking a vow to give this knowledge to the world, to follow the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srila Prabhupada. I think that's enough that I have wanted to say today. Thank you very much for listening to me so carefully and peacefully. If you have any questions or comments, Sitaram Prabhu, please.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Very, very nice and very practical, very nice instructions for every one of us to follow, try to follow. Thank you so much for the very engaging lecture, very engaging, like people got quiet.
My pleasure. My pleasure. I could have gone for an hour, but then because the limited time was given to me, so I had to stop after a certain time. So
Event especially for just glorifying the children devotees. So yeah, we have kept the lectures, but yeah, but then they might.
yeah. But yeah, one thing is there. I mean, these kind of competitions are really very good. And thank you, Aishwarya Mataji, for doing this initiative. It is so nice that you are bringing so many people, irrespective of the geography, together and happening these kind of events. So yeah, thank you very much, Mataji. All glories to you. पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय।
So I thank my heartfelt thanks to His Grace Leela Pushpam Prabhu, Sitaram Lakshman Prabhu, and Shri Krishna Prabhu. And now we would like to continue with our ceremony. I would ask both these personalities to be online, and while we are having some different parts of this ceremony going on. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mataji, can I drop off?
Yes, sure, no problem.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. My dandot pranams to everyone. Hare Krishna. We'll watch a video what we did in Gitanushilanam, just a 6-minute video. It is still getting improvised version. Still we haven't reached up to that point, but it's okay for now. Like we are going to edit it a bit still, and we are going to publish it in a Dandavats magazine, which is an international chronicle. So what we do every year. Thank you.
Right.
Wonderful recitations by Richard. Thank you so much, everybody.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Once we are connected with Krishna, we are connected with the source of happiness. And once we are connected to the source of happiness, our life, we will be happy and we can make others happy. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
In her heart, she was simply accepting Krishna to come and take her away.
So she was expecting Krishna to come and take her away. So that's why she goes to Durga Mata. Okay, so this means that you should pray to Durga for what? For your devotion to Krishna. Okay, not for asking material boon, right? Give me good marks, give me a bungalow, give me a nice car, right? This is what the normal people ask, right? But what did Rukmani ask to Durga Mata?
Oh, so once upon a time, it was the cowherd boys were playing in the Vrindavan village, and a demon just fired the whole They trapped all the cows in fire. They trapped all the cows, and the cowherd boys were playing, and the cows all were making some noise. So Krishna and the cowherd boys heard them, and they went. And Krishna said to all his friends that close your eyes and I'll just do something to the fire. Then he swallowed up all the fire in his mouth, and all the fire went, and the cows were freed, and the cowherd boys were freed as well.
Wow, we clap. Very good, very good. So,
for a transcendentalist, for a devotee of Krishna, what is important is Krishna is a person. I have a relationship with him, or I can have a relationship. If I don't have a relationship, now I can build that relationship with him because I'm eternally Krishna's servant.
These people are in goodness. These people are in passion. And these are in ignorance. Guna pravruddha. Guna pravruddha. So they are nurtured by gunas. Mode of material nature. Pravruddha vishaya pravada. Suppose this is the branch. Okay. This is a branch. So at the end of the branch there are twigs. Small branches, right? So this end of the branch is senses. Our senses. And these twigs are sense objects. Vishaya, sense objects. Pravala means twigs, like you might have seen in the banyan tree. So these roots keep them entangled by what kind of things? Attachment, aversion, and aversion. Okay, and because of that we get happiness or distress. The person who knows this tree, he is actually the knower. Yastam vedasa vedavid. Okay, so the third place goes to Radhav, and the second is Mrugesh, and the first is Hari with great points. 100% correct. Hari, I have never seen such result in my life. Many congratulations. Great result, Hari. I don't have any words for you. Just like Rukmani Devi about to give to Brahmana. This is amazing. Your parents will be glad, happy. Good. Radhe, Mrugesh is at 88%. So, and Radhav is at third position, 84%.
You know this word, right? So that's what basic Krishna consciousness is. This is another form of Krishna consciousness. Like Krishna, everything that we do should be related to Krishna. This is from chapter 5, and chapter 5 is titled Karma Yoga, Action in Krishna Consciousness.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Now all the people who know bit of 15th chapter or who would like to recite, they can just come with me and we all will recite 15th chapter, chapter number 15 of Bhagavad Gita. And then we have a very small quiz session with everyone, and then we'll have the prize distribution is the last part. So yes, I would like to ask Sumitra Mataji, Himanshu Prabhu, Murugesh, Shiva, of course, yeah, they know. And Niyati Mataji. And Sanjita Mataji, are you there online on Zoom? Can you please go to Zoom? Okay. Sanjita Mataji, are you there? Radha? And Vaishali Mataji, we all will recite chapter number 15. And everyone can join us. From your mobile, you can search on database Bhagavad Gita chapter 15. Rohin can display also. Rohin, can you display 15 chapter? Go to Google. BG50, chapter 15. Just write there. BG chapter 15. Okay. Only verses. Yes. So, can everyone come in front so we can move? Wait, Mataji, please come in front. Don't get shy. It will encourage, first of all, ourselves, then the other people. When we decide, we get encouraged ourselves more than anyone else. Okay, whoever can decide, please follow. Atha Panchadasha loudly. Atha Panchadasha Shri Bhagavan Shri Bhagavan Vacha Urvamulamadastakham Ashtastam Prapyayam Chandansi Yasya Parnani Yasam Veda Saveda Adashtotam Prastastasya Shakha Pravarta Vishaya Pravala Adashamuna Janusantadani Dharmanubandhi Manushaloke Narupamase Hatado Valapyate Nando Nachanir Nachasam Pratishta Sangasasre Nade
Parimargitavyam yasmin
Tameva Chadyam Moha Chitasangusha Atratmanitya Vande Vimukta Sukha Sanje Gacchanta Mudha Padamabhyayanta Vatatpashrayate Suryo
शशांको महावकः यद्गत्वा निवर्तन्ते तद्भाग्यं परमं मम
Devansho Jivalo
जीवलोके जीवभूता सनातनः मनःष्टानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थापितं यदवाप्नोति शान्ति
विश्वकर्तां संयाति दर्शनं च वसनं पश्यन्ति
तेजो विद्युत्
Vaishvanaro Bhutva
नमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम् सर्वत्राहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्सर्वस्मृतिर्ज्ञानमापोहनं च वेदे सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहम् अक्षर एव च क्षरस्वरूपाणि भूतानि कूटस्थुक्षर उच्यते तत्रैव प्रविश्य भगवद्गीताव्ययेषु तमोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रतिः पुरुषोत्तमः मुदो याति पुरुषोत्तमः तस्यैनानीतां सर्वविश्वेन भारत विदधं शास्त्रम् इदम् उक्तं मया गदा एतद्बुद्ध्वा मां च कृताकृता च भारत
वेदशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्ण संवादे पुरुषोत्तमे पंचदशोऽध्यायः हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे हरे.
Thank you so much. This Purushottama Yoga chapter is very auspicious. In any event which is very auspicious or even inauspicious, it makes it auspicious. So it is a most purifying chapter, and everyone should try to memorize and try to understand this chapter. By understanding this chapter, we become personalist. We understand that Krishna is a person instead of just understanding him as just a flash or light or something else. He's a Purushottama, just like Lila Bhusham, His Grace Lila Bhusham Prabhu said that he's a Uttama Purusha, only one Purusha in the whole entire spiritual and material world, that is Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. So we'll try to just have a go through this Kahoot quiz. Just 5 questions for everyone to participate, and there will be instant prizes. So some prizes are already decided, but this prize is very suspense. So everyone can participate. I would recommend all of you to participate, including the kids, adults, like whatever, like however many numbers of devices you have, you can utilize that in playing this spiritual quiz. My Guru Maharaj says that spiritual competition is always very much encouraging. Like when Dalita Sakhi sees with Vishakha that she's serving Krishna more better in a more better way, and both of them they are going and seeing Radharani, she's serving so greatly. We should. So this is a spiritual competition, and it's always very enlivening. So please everyone participate. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna. Okay, so this is the game pin. Go to kahoot.it in the Google. On the Google, you can type kahoot.it. This is a game pin, and just 5 questions. We'll complete it very quickly. So please join. Who is this Smiley? Can you write your name?
That's it. Yes,
Yes, right. Okay, I hope everyone knows how to play the Kahoot quiz, okay? Let us just pretend. There will be single select and multi select. Multi select is more than one answer is correct. Single select is one answer correct. And then there will be true or false. So, you know, true or false. You have to just click. True or false, no true or false. Just single select and multi select. Yeah, I suppose all are there, no? Three, 5, 7, 5, 8, 1, 8. Please join the Kahoot quiz, Mataji. Anita Mataji. Everyone is good at it. You are the best at it. Okay, let's start. who compiled Bhagavad Gita? Fastest finger first. Krishna, Vyasudeva, Ganesha, Valmiki. Okay, so most of you know Vyasudeva. So Vyasudeva wrote this Srimad Bhagavatam on the instruction of Sri Narad Muni. And in Srimad Bhagavatam, he wrote even Mahabharata also. And then in Mahabharata, there is a very small part, Yuddha Parva. In Yuddha Parva, this Bhagavad Gita has been spoken. So Ganesha was a person who was an instrument in writing the Bhagavad Gita. And Krishna, of course, he has spoken, he hasn't compiled. The compiler is Vyasa. And Valmiki, he has composed Ramayana. Yes, next one. So, Arvind Prabhu is leading. Next is Dinabandhu Prabhu, then Vaishali Mataji. Okay, then Shri Mataji and Riya. Okay, let's go ahead. Bhagavad Gita is found in which literature? One answer correct. Srimad Bhagavatam, Mahabharata, Mundakya Upanishad, Vishnu Puran. I didn't know this was the next question. Speaking everything. Okay, so inside the Srimad Bhagavatam, like Mahabharata also, Vyasa Muni wrote Mahabharata, which is the longest epic in the whole world, with around, I think, 0.4 million slokas. Mahabharata. Okay, and Mundakya Upanishad is an Upanishad, not Bhagavad Gita is not written in that, and Vishnu Purana is also a correct answer. Thank you. Okay, next. Okay, so Lin Bandhu Prabhu is leading now, and Riya is at the third place. Very good. Just 8-year-old child. Okay, go ahead. Okay. Multi-select, more than one answer is correct. How are humans different from animals? Humans are superior in eating, mating, sleeping, defending. Humans can achieve self-realization. Humans can understand the existence of God. Humans are creative. Multi-select. Don't forget to press the submit button. Okay, great. So, two answers correct. Humans are superior in eating, mating, sleeping, defending. Yes, they are, but there is something more superior to that. That is, humans can achieve self-realization, right? So we can give the reasoning. We can question, like we can think logically. We can solve the puzzles which are related to spirituality. Even animals can solve puzzles, but it's related to spirituality. We can be spiritual. We are more closer to understanding scriptures. In Hindi, Gujarati, we say that भैंस के पास भागवत बोलने से कुछ उसको समझने नहीं आता है. So, like animals, they don't understand this philosophy of Krishna consciousness, but humans do. So, this is a very important part in which Krishna says in this Manushyanam Sahasreshu Kaschid Yatati Siddhya Yatatamupi Siddhanam Kaschin Mamviti. So there are many people, thousands of people, they are doing different kinds of activities. Prabhupada says that cars are just rushing here and there every morning, every night, every evening. They are just doing same thing as animals, but only few people try to understand what Krishna is, and out of those, only few people can actually understand what is love of Godhead. So that is self-realization, and that is the the soul's nature. Jivera Swarup hai Krishna ra Nitya Das. That is a soul's nature. I am the servant of Krishna. So this self-realization only humans can understand. Humans can can understand the existence of God. That is also right. And humans are creative. Obviously, animals are also creative. Next. Very good. So there is a new entry now. Shri Mataji, then Vaishali Mataji, Radhav. Oh, Radhav, very good. Radhav is also just 7 or 8 years old. And I think he's 7 years old. And Dinabandhu Prabhu goes to the 4th position and was too much busy guiding someone, I saw. And then Arvind Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Okay, next. The whole purpose of Bhagavad Gita is to revive what? Good moral way of life, healthy lifestyle, eternal occupation of living entity, philanthropic activities. Why we should read Bhagavad Gita? So it was a single select, and the correct answer is eternal occupation of living. Jivera Swarupa Krishna Nitya Das. That I am the servant of Krishna. So as Lila Bhushan Prabhu says, there is a sambandha, abhideya, and prayojana. So what is sambandha? In Krishna, in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that mame vansho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. Manasasthani indriyani prakriti-sthani karshati. So all the living entities are my part and parcel. So now if we are part and parcel, now we know this is our relation with Krishna. This is our sambandha jnana. We are related to Krishna, just like we are related to our parents. Right? Then what else? Then Krishna says, now you try to endeavor. Machitta madgata prana bodhayanta parasparana kathayantasya mam nityam tashyanti javanam. So now once you know that this is your position, you have this eternal Father, now you will endeavor to serve Him, right? Always remembering Machitta Madgata, Bodhayanta, telling everything about Krishna, telling everyone about Krishna. And Kathayantasya Mam Nitya Tushyan, that's how you remain satisfied. And then what happens? Prayojana. Prayojana is like Man mana bhavat bhakto madhyaji mami musturi mami vishwasitam atmanam matparam. This is how you will attain me. Always Krishna says that this is the final position of the living entity. Right? We are all related to Krishna, we are serving Krishna, and that's why this is how Krishna reciprocates us. Kesham maham samuddarta mrityu sansara sadhava bhavamina chirat partha maya veshadati. To such living entity, I'll take them away from this vicious cycle of birth and death. Our physiological parents, just one thing is different between our parents, physiological parents, and Krishna. Our parents can give us blessings, everything, but only Krishna is there who can deliver us from the cycle of birth and death. If we think that we are all right, we are doing well in this material life, and we don't need to go to back to Godhead, and it's okay if we are getting human life or animal life. Who cares? Then it's not for us. But if we want to go ahead and think that when is this going to stop? Like, why am I suffering life after life? Sometimes I'm in an insect's body, sometimes I'm in a snake body, sometimes I'm in a human body, sometimes in a demigod body. But everywhere, Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi, birth, death, old age, and disease. That is never going to leave us. So only Krishna is the supreme shelter. So the Bhagavad Gita is to revive this supreme purpose of Bhagavad Gita, of Krishna. Hare Krishna. No change. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna. And Riya comes in the fifth place again. Okay. Single select. According to Bhagavad Gita, what is yoga? Physical exercise, breathing exercise, connection with Krishna, renunciation. So connection with Krishna, as I already said, that this is the supreme purpose of this human life. Physical exercise is not yoga. It's just it can increase your concentration, but to live in this very human life, it's all right. But if you have higher aims of moving towards spiritual world, then of course this will not help you. Breathing exercise also is good for keeping yourself fit. And sometimes people also say that if you are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, if you do pranayam, it helps you. It obviously helps us. So it's very good. But additionally, we should also connect to Krishna. And how these connections happen? First thing is taking the holy name of Krishna, just like our elders in the olden time. They were always having this rosary beads in their hands. They were never leaving that. But nowadays we are having one more bigger rosary bead. And this has lost me. This has just ruined our life for no reason. So, but Prabhupada says that everything in service of Krishna, like we are using this also in service of Krishna, obviously. So they use it for the business purposes. We are using it for Krishna consciousness. That is good. So connection with Krishna and renunciation. So in Bhagavad Gita 3rd chapter, Krishna says that नहीं कच्चित क्षणमपि जातु तिष्ठते कर्मकृत् कार्यते ह्यवश्य कर्म सर्व प्रकृते जन्य. So this is the nature of the soul, that it has to work. Now if you don't invest your soul or your body into work and you say that I am renounced, I am now Krishna conscious, I want to leave everything and go to the Himalaya, then because your mind is always working. And then it is said that the rich man's son is very idle, or he's of no use. So it becomes like that. So our father is Krishna. He's very rich. Okay, most richest personality in the spiritual material world. So we are very, very, very much fortunate. But that doesn't mean that for that father we renunciate everything and we go to we say I'm a great devotee of Krishna and I don't want to work now. Right? So it's going to spoil our mind. So renunciation is not taught in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita never says that you renunciate. People always say that, oh, your son is devotee, you are devotee. Now what else? Like, you can't run your life. How can you run your life? Do you live in temple? Sometimes I'm in temple, some people ask me, do you live in temple? I say, no, I have my house, I have my everything. We don't need to renunciate. But this is just thing that we have to invest few of our hours for Krishna service. And it is a lifestyle. Krishna consciousness is a lifestyle. It's not just a religion. So yeah. So now we'll see the result. Okay. Okay. There are 5 questions. So last question. Okay, last question. Double points. What are the supreme instructions given in the Bhagavad Gita? Always think of Lord, become his devotee and worship him. Surrender unto Lord Krishna, he will deliver us from all sinful reactions. Spread the message of Bhagavad Gita, perform your duty. More than one answer is correct. Don't forget to press the submit button. Some scholars always help. Okay, so always think of Krishna. Man mana bhavat bhakto madhyaji manmastu mame vaishyasi uttam atmanam mattaraya. So always think of me, become my devotee and worship me. This is what Krishna says in 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Surrender unto Lord, he will deliver us all from sinful reactions. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja aham tam sarva papebhyo mokshayisyami ma sucha. In the 18th chapter, Krishna says that all the religion is which kind of religion? We all have some responsibilities for our family, right? For our nation, for our jobs. But above all these relationships or responsibility, the supreme responsibility we have got is to answer Krishna by our own behavior, because he is our supreme father. So when we act very nicely with our parents, they are very happy. In the same way, if we are very faithful to Krishna, then Krishna also reciprocates, and he will. And what is the price? He will deliver us from all the sinful directions. Not only all the sinful directions, he delivers us from repeated birth and death. Spread the message of Bhagavad Gita. So these are the instructions of like in I think Leela Bhushan Prabhu only said that whoever spreads this message of Bhagavad Gita in the 18th chapter, Krishna says, he is most dear to me, and there is no more dearer than this person to me in this world. So I would ask, whatever you are getting from Bhagavad Gita lessons, whatever you are getting, try to spread out. Like I have heard few of the children are already sharing their experiences, their realizations in the school. And I have seen these children, they are very quite easily moldable. So most of us are vegetarians today here. So I have seen many of the devotees, they have converted other non-vegetarian, other people into the vegetarians. So to live ecologically in this world is very important, because Krishna says, Maya dakshana prakriti suyate sacharacharam hetu nanana konte jagat vipriti. So it's not our choice. Some people say, oh, it's my choice. I want to eat meat. I am going to eat. Who are you to stop me? But these resources are of Krishna. They are not ours. We are the thieves if we are taking someone's life unnecessarily. Okay. We don't have any right to take away someone's life. Only Krishna has that right. So the supreme message of Bhagavad Gita, when Leela Bhushan Prabhu says that one person has a potential to spread this Krishna consciousness to at least 1,000 people. So if we are giving it to 100 people, then we can understand that 1 million people will be benefited. So if we are teaching this Bhagavad Gita to 1 million, then we can make 1 billion people Krishna conscious all over the world. So this is just for awareness of all of us, that how much importance of this our literatures are. It's just not a spiritual or ritual thing. They are having deep meaning within our lives. Yes. So now we'll have the result. So join your hands for the third position. Arvind Prabhu Hari Bol on the podium. And Hirva is the second one. And very close competition. And third is Radha. All the kids, Hari Bol. All the kids are, including Arvind Prabhu. Okay. All the kids and the adult. And the older, sorry. Okay, so Radha, congratulations! You will get your prize.
Thank you.
By the mail. I'll send it to your end. Great. How you are 7 years old, right, Radha?
9.
Oh, 9. I have written Radha 7, right? I don't know. Leela is also 8.6. So all are around same age. 8, 9. Kind of got nice children at this age. Spiritual kids, they are very nice, inherently spiritual. And second is our hero. Yes, you haven't kept the books here. There was some. Okay. Yes. So yes, Radha, you want to say something? You can speak out.
Thank you, Mataji, for the quiz.
Yes.
For everyone's devotion to learn Krishna. And I like the quiz because everyone tried, even the parents also joined.
Yeah, that's
so thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah. Yes, Radha. Go ahead.
Please accept my humble obeisances. Oh, Please bless me. And also, we're also in India, so please bless us, my family and me.
Rather, you pray for us. You are in India. You are on a Pavan Bhumi. We are on an auspicious land. We are not in India.
Where in India?
Where in India you are?
We're in Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. So, yes, very pious land actually. We are always hankered to be here. And lots of blessings to you, Radha. May you progress always in volumes in Krishna Bhakti. And yes, thank you so much for blessing us and paying your obeisances to us. We are not worth of it. Thank you. So we'll see the podium. Okay, we'll see the results if someone wants to.
Right, we haven't screenshot.
Quickly we'll see. Players, please. Okay, so first is Radhav, second is Hirva, third is Arvind Prabhu, fourth is Vaishali Mataji, and Krishna and Jai. Hari Bol. Where is Krishna and Jai? Fifth position. Hari Bol Krishna. Jai, okay, his name is Jai. Okay, good. Very nice, great. Anita Mataji and Prabhu Hari Bol. Medhaj is sixth position. Where is Medhaj? Little Medhaj. Hari Bol. I can't see him. Okay. Okay, I thought he is Medhaj. Okay, Medhaj is his son's name, obviously. Yeah. His son's name is Medhaj, so I thought that maybe Medhaj is playing. Okay, Durgesh Prabhu, I would say Durgesh Prabhu. So, and Shri Mataji is at 7th position, Sukun is at 8th position, and Priya 9th, and Dinabandhu Prabhu went to 10th position. Guiding too many people, and they become the winners now. Okay, yeah, you can close it. So now we'll start our most important and most awaited part of this ceremony. Yes, sure. So first three winners will get a prize of some books. So I asked Hirva to choose out of these two books, and then the third one will be taken by someone else. That's fine. Books you can't do. No. You can choose. They are very inside. If you want to know about Lord Chaitanya. Okay, good. That's nice. Yeah. And third position is Arvind Prabhu. Beyond birth and death, Lord Chaitanya and his life teachings. I think Lord Chaitanya. Which one? Okay, yeah. You can. Okay, and Radha will send you the books, your gifts, everything on your mail. Yes, so Hari is here. Hari hasn't come. Okay, he committed. He said that I'll come. So here are the prizes of Gitanushilanam 2024. We taught children some slokas from the illustrated version of Bhagavad Gita, which is written by Urmila Mataji. You can find it in the temple library, temple bookshop. This is called Illustrated Introduction to Bhagavad Gita. And this book contains beautiful illustrations which are very easy to understand for kids as well as adults also. We are all neophytes. We are not so much learned in all these things. So they memorized and understood Bhagavad Gita 4.34, which is about Guru, 5.18, which is about how to consider all the living entities on the equal level. 5.29, which by which we understand that Krishna is the supreme controller, supreme enjoyer, and supreme best friend. And 6.47 said that out of all the yogis, Bhakti yogi is the best one. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. So all the yoga people who are saying that our yoga is the best, they should understand that Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, Yoginam api sarvesham madgate nantaratmana sraddhavan bhajate yoma sarve yuktatamah. And then 7.3, like out of many human beings, like today 90 people committed, then I can see hardly 50. So this is the thing, we don't revert to Krishna. Sometimes we just forget and we just don't care about it. Or we might have some work also. Yeah. So and then 7.7, in which Krishna says that everything rests upon me. Everything means everything, Yogesh. Okay, and 7.14 is this Maya Devi. Maya Devi is under my supreme control. So if you want rain, you don't go to Indra, you go to Krishna. If you want something, you don't go to Ganesha or any other god, you go to Krishna. He gives everything to you. Everything means everything. Okay, and so these are the 7 verses basically we learned in our lessons, which ran for 3 months. 3 months study of the 7 verses. Can you imagine? And for the kids, it will make them very thorough in their understanding. And through the videos, through the stories, cartoons, many other things. So these are the prizes for the quiz. And then we had a quiz also. 2 times we took quiz in the middle, and then this was the final quiz, in which Hari Patel, I would say Mr. Hari Patel, he got total 27,379, 25 out of 25 correct. I forgot today to tell His Grace Leela Pushpam Prabhu, he would have got very happy to know this, that this in the history of Gitanushilanam. Gitanushilanam is running since 2020. 2020 I participated. And that time it was the first time Gitanushilanam global competition. It was and that also, like, I have never seen 100% result. So this he got 100%. His guts of our class. And if you see this personality, Hari, nobody will say, like in the recitation also, he would be very mild. He would not know how to even recite properly. But in the quiz, because he knows Krishna inside out, like what Shubh Krishna Prabhu said, that understanding shloka or reciting like a tota, like a parrot, is not that important, but to inculcate it in our life, to understand it, it's very important. So this personality, he without fail, he will come to chanting. At 6:30, 6:45, he will be there in the chanting group. He will be there. Whether it's Saturday, Sunday, or public holidays. So to connect with Krishna is very important, very important. In the morning, we were discussing that, we can neglect chanting, that's fine. What's so big about chanting, right? What's so big about chanting? We can do like because we are living this material life and it's so engaging, so busy. And if we invest our time of 2 hours a day in chanting, just chanting, how can we fulfill our busy days? How can we fulfill our other duties? So people were trying to conclude. In the morning, I was hearing some conversations and I didn't want to answer. But people discuss like that, right? That if we are investing 2 hours a day in the chanting only, then how are we going to get the time to get into other duties? But you don't know, while getting into other duties, we are going inside the Facebook, we are going into the prajalpas, chatting with other people, which are of no use spiritually, materially for ourselves or themselves, right? So these are the cons of our materialism and material life. And in Australia, we are just overloaded with all those thoughts and things. So and 3 royal road to hell. Who can tell me? Three are the royal road to hell. 3 things are the royal road to hell. Lust, greed, and anger. So these are all 3 things they are very much there in Australia. So to just get ourselves out of it, we need to chant nicely. We need to understand Bhagavad Gita. So this is in some appreciation of Hari Patel, who is just 15 years old boy, and he got 100% in Bhagavad Gita. And so nice. I would not say I'm proud of him, but Krishna must be very much happy with him. So and second prize goes to Mrugesh Shelat. Hari Bol. And I would ask His Grace Vedyas Prabhu. We have got temple head priest today with us. So I would ask His Grace Vedyas Prabhu to give away the certificates and the prizes to the children. Please, Prabhu, come. Please try not to touch his feet. Thank you so much. Then the third prize goes to Radha, who is online. We can see him. He's very humble, very great, beautiful devotee. Yeah. So they are really blessed kids, and their families are very blessed because they are Krishna conscious and perfect environment to nurture this kid. So yes, so I will send you through the mail. Yes, you can. So Prabhu is giving you the prize, Radha. So yes, and then the fourth prize goes to Hirva Shelat. She's sister of Mukesh Shelat. Fifth prize goes to Parth just left. So Parth Pandey. His father was always there in the class of 18 plus years also. So very good part. You will be seeing the recordings. Okay, go ahead. You don't need to. Okay, fine. The next one. Okay. The sixth prize, the participation prizes now are there. So this goes to Ria Amishwade, and she's also our JM student. And we always love her insights, and whenever I interact with her, I try to what level she is, like what level devotee she is. I try to understand, and I just cannot comprehend that when this devotees, they are not just they look very young, but they are actually very much self-realized souls. They are not the normal people. Very good. So then the seventh prize goes to Partha Krishna. He's from Sydney. Then eighth prize is Rishikesh. He's also from Sydney. He is our dear Manibhushita Mataji's son. He just joined that day and he got the eighth prize. Then ninth prize goes to Yaduvir. Yeah, thank you, Yaduvir. So Yaduvir is also one such hidden gem, and we always like to talk to Yaduvir. He just sometimes reminds me of Rohini. They both are very similar in nature. Very nice people. So yeah, then 10th prize goes to Vrinda Bhavsar. Vrinda? Hari Bol, Vrinda, where are you? She left? Okay. Okay, then you can keep it. Sorry. And 11th prize, her brother Ved Bhavsar. 12th prize is Ved is there? No. Okay. Rajan and Rajan. Okay. Then 13th prize goes to Sanvi. She's also not here. 14th prize goes to Prem Padia. She's our very beloved Khati Mataji's son. And she just left her body before 2 months. And we really miss her. And she was always very much active in her attending the sessions and chanting sessions, and she was very much devoted to Krishna consciousness, and that I bless her and her son for great devotion to Krishna. 15th prize goes to Namra. He is our Kinjal Prabhu, Kinjal Bhatta Prabhu. He's a our Gargamuni, like he's a saintly person. He's his son. So Namra. And 16th prize goes to Krishna Dua, Charu Mataji's son. I think she's not here. Okay, frame padi. Roshi, 7th. Is it a big disaster then? Okay. 17th prize goes to Oshima Rahlan. 18th prize goes to Dhanvi. Correct. Dhanvi, very good. God bless you. But you don't need to bow down, that's fine. Okay, and Krit, 19th prize goes to Krit. He is from Sydney. And 20th prize goes to Daniela. Okay.
There's still some more.
So let's move on to the Gita quiz competition for 18 plus years. So I would like to congratulate Vaishali Mataji. Are you there, Vaishali Mataji? She has got the first rank. Hare Krishna, Vaishali Mataji. Knock, knock. Okay. So in adults 18 plus class, we taught. Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
So we congratulate you for the first prize winner, as a first prize winner. And
thank you, Mataji.
Rather suppose that if you would have been here, then it would be more fun for us.
Yes, Mataji.
Lot of Krishna's blessings to you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
So if Saurin Bhai or Dikshit Prabhu is here, Saurin Bhai, are you there? I would like to call upon Saurin Bhai. He is from our Gujarati Samaj, South Australia. He's the leader of this association, and I would like to welcome him here. And if you would accept this one little gift from us, Hare Krishna. And also, please stay here. We would like you to distribute some prizes. The second prize goes to Abhishek Prabhu. He is Parth's father. And the third prize goes to Arvind Prabhu, Arvind Patel Prabhu. Please come. So in the prizes, we are giving out thematic course, which is organized by His Grace Leela Purushottam Prabhu. This book, 5 Aspects of Bhagavad Gita, has been written by His Grace Leela Purushottam Prabhu, and this thematic course includes 10 lessons, and they have, in each of these lessons, they have descriptive questions. And after doing this course, what you can see now, like me, I'm not so perfect, but I'm trying to do something. Like I'm limping, falling down, getting up ahead, and then I'm doing something. But so this is just because of this course that I did, thematic. It's Learn Gita Gita thematic course, which has 10 lessons and descriptive question answers. So that's free for him. And Prabhu, I wish that Vaishali Mataji, Arvind Prabhu, I think Vaishali Mataji wants to do this thematic course someday or other. It is her dream, and I wish that they can finish. Okay, fourth prize goes to Sanjita Mataji from Melbourne. You can see Radha here. Sanjita Mataji, can you come on the screen?
Mataji,
Mataji is not here with us. She went upstairs. So.
Okay, fine. Okay. So Sanjita Mataji, you might have just seen with Radha, she was sitting there. So she is the 4th rank, and 5th prize goes to Saket Prabhu. Prabhu, please come and have your certificate. Actually, Saket Prabhu is very expert in Bhagavad Gita, but there were some internet issues, and that's why he explained to me that there are some glitches, and then I said okay, fine. So Prabhu, एक minute. Then 6th prize goes to Harish Wadhwa Prabhu from India. He was a true fighter. He's around 92 years old, and he would join our 18 plus classes. Anyhow, he would join, and he would ask me the questions which are like from nowhere. He will ask me all the kind of spiritual questions, and 92 years old person. So like every time I by interacting with him, I learned many spiritual philosophies. Then 7th prize goes to Suhani Mataji. She is also not here. 8th prize goes to Charu Mataji. 9th prize goes to Aradhna Mataji. They are always online. They are never offline sometimes. And then Dhruma Mataji. Nobody is here. Okay. So this completes our. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you. So the next is shloka recitation.
Everyone's getting restless.
Okay, so don't occupy me. So we'll finish up very quickly now. The shloka recitations, 6 to 10 years of age. Just now you heard some of the shlokas, 7 shlokas these kids they recited recently in this event. So they were the shlokas, and they had to recite all these 7 shlokas in one go, in one video. So it took around 3 minutes, right? 3 minutes to recite all these shlokas with translation together. And of course, they were learning the philosophy with me. So I suppose they are quite better than us in a position. So Ria is the first position. The second prize goes to this is just suspense, okay? Actually, nobody knew who will be the first, second. In quiz competition, we have this list and report, but in shloka recitation, it's just now I am declaring. So it's very exciting. It might be exciting for the kids. So please keep quiet. I request everyone to please keep quiet. It will just take 15 more minutes. And second prize goes to Dhanveer. Dhanveer is always a very obedient child or son. I was going to say son. So because I just said he sent me 3 minutes or 3.5 minutes video, and I said to him that you should add Bhagavad Gita in the beginning. He was saying 7.7, 5.29, and then I said you can just add Bhagavad Gita, and then he made all the video all over again. 3.5 minutes video all over again, saying just Bhagavad Gita, just to add that word. So, and all glories to his mother also. She's always after him. Thank you, Dhanveer. Yes, you can say. And the third prize goes to our quick learner, Radha Gopi Sekar. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So Radha is today, this time here is on the third position just because I think while recording the video, he was not in so much of good frame or something. So sometimes he was forgetting, sometimes he was reciting. So that's why it got, but otherwise, like all these kids are first ranks for me. Okay, and the fourth prize goes to Brajan. They are also our daily in the chanting group. They are very little kids, 6 years old. He's 6 years old, and he chants. He recites very nicely. And then fifth prize goes to Rajan. Sixth prize goes to Angela. She doesn't have front teeth even. She recited all the 7 shlokas with translation. So nice, Sanskrit and English both. I was greatly impressed. When Rohin heard it, he said, I can never recite that. So very sweet. So 7th prize goes to Daniela. And the participants, they recited few of the shlokas, not all of them. They are Sanvi and Kiara Chauhan from Sydney. Then age group 11 to 15 years. The first prize goes to none other than Hirva Sharat, Hirva madam. So prizes we are just giving once and then they are getting the certificates. Second prize goes to Parth. Second prize goes to Parth Pandey from Newcastle. Third prize goes to Oshima. And the fourth prize goes to Mrugesh. I was quite impressed with Mrugesh's recitation just by his fourth position. I will say that the video was actually merged in. And then I identified yesterday. When I was analyzing the results, it was so it is not acceptable. That's why. But but he got second prize in the quiz, so he knows the philosophy. So I was very glad. Sometimes kids want to cheat, but this cheating for Krishna is all okay. Okay, so the participants are Hari, our great Hari. He has some glitches in his speech sometimes. That's why he is fifth. And then 6th number is Prem. 7th is Yaduvir. He recited few of the shlokas. Yaduvir, are you here? Yaduvir, Hari Bol. Yaduvir. Yaduvir, please come. So this is the prize for the shloka recitation. Okay. Today also itself he sent me the shloka of 4.24. Also although the close competition was closed already, but still he was sending it. Okay, we are enthusiastic people. So no rules are applicable to the such kind of personalities. They are Nitya Siddha, Atmaram. This is called Atmaram. They are always situated in the self. Eighth question goes to Tarkshi. 9th question goes to Darshika, Shabnam Mataji's daughters, and 10th position goes to Namra, Pinjan Prabhu's son. Age 18 plus years, adults, they memorize chapter number 15, Bhagavad Gita, Purushottam Yoga. They try to memorize the whole chapter. Out of them, Vaishali Mataji could memorize the whole chapter. So she's getting the first prize with perfection. She recited very nicely. So Vaishali Mataji, again, congratulations to you for getting this prize. And the second prize goes to Suhani Mataji. She also completed reciting the whole chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna, Vaishali Mataji, Hari Bol. Okay. So, you want to say anything? Okay, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. Because of you only, I just recited the slokas.
It's your own endeavors, Mataji. I just teach and go away. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
The third prize goes to Sangeeta Mataji. She recited 10 verses, 10 bunch of 10 verses, first 10 and second 10. So third position. Fourth prize goes to Aradhna Mataji. And the participants, fifth prize goes to Rubina Mataji. Rubina Mataji, not the whole chapter, but these people have tried to memorize few of the shlokas at least. So, just wish that they could complete memorizing the whole chapter by next year. Gitanushilanam. Okay, so sixth position goes to Niyati Mataji. Yesterday when I was watching the videos, she recited very extremely peacefully. I can never do like that. Like totally in the trance. Besides, totally dedicated to Krishna. Her recitations are always like that. Very good. So, seventh position goes to Himanshu Prabhu. He knows the whole 15th chapter, but he just tried to submit few shlokas because of his busy schedule, he couldn't submit all of them. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. And then seventh position goes to Abhishek Prabhu from Newcastle. And eighth position goes to Monica Mataji from our temple. She recited almost 6 shlokas, then she left. Okay. Now comes the important part of essay writing, and I would like to ask Saket Prabhu, who has done great hard work in scrutinizing the analyzing and ranking the kids as only kids. Yeah, there are no adults. So 6 to 10 years of age group and 11 to 15 years age group. So I could see in his style he has written all the plus points, minus points, points to improve, and given like descriptive report. So the kids whoever have written some of the essay pieces, I would recommend you go to him. He has or me also. He has sent me also. So and we'll send it in the group if you want. And total analysis of your essay and your like in the school also you are getting from your teachers a similar kind of but in a more spiritual and very organized way. He has given nice description of each and every individual children's writing skills. He has commented on it. So yes, Prabhu, please come and my handwritings are very bad, but you can just I can help you.
Hare Krishna everyone. Big thanks to her from Aishwarya Mataji. It's been last few months been very experience actually. So much time spent by Alpha Mataji, Aishwarya Mataji, taking the classes, reciting slokas and conducting its Herculean task and giving us all Krishna consciousness. And she has given me a task of scrutinizing these essays. But I when I read these essays, these children are very advanced. So it humbles us if you read at least even essay by Ria, like 6-year-old. So it's very advanced. So they understand Krishna more than myself, I can say, at least. But yeah, so thank you for giving me this opportunity, Mataji. So if we have to announce the winners between 11 to 15 years age, it's Parth. So congratulations, Parth. So yes, so I have divided it into 5 parts actually to analyze, and I can send each one individually on what basis your marks are analyzed. So 25, you got 25 out of 25 actually. So Parth, where are you, Parth?
He's from Newcastle.
Oh, Parth, okay, it's Newcastle. Okay, we can send you, Mataji will send you the certificate. And next one is Ridima.
Next one is Oshima.
Oshima, sorry, Oshima, and then Mira.
Oshima Rana.
Oshima, Mira Gulati, and then Murugesh again.
Mira Gulati is from,
Haribol.
it's from Mira is from Melbourne, and Murugesh.
Hare Krishna. And we have Hirva participation. Hirva. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. From here onwards, we don't have the prints. We will supply you soon.
And
we ran out of it.
Namra and Vrinda. So participation and G.
6th prize goes to Namra.
Namra
7th
and
prize
7th
goes
is
to
for
Vrinda.
Vrinda. And 8th is for
prize goes to G.
And for ages 6 to 10, it's Ria, number 1. Very well. And Danveer. Very well, Danveer. And extemporary is Ria again.
Extemporary, only one person sent, that is Ria.
Very well.
She's spoken very nice. She sent me 2 videos, one of 4 minutes, one of 3 minutes, right? One of 3 and one of 4. So great. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. So this concludes our today's evening, and now comes the most important and enlivening part of having. Can we have a little bit of aarti? Very small 10 minutes. Yes, it is 9 o'clock already. So maybe we can just recite Narsimha Aarti. So Namaste Narsimha. So just Narsimha Aarti, and then we can all have prasad. Quickly, just 5 minutes. Give us 5 minutes. Please.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for joining, everyone. We're gonna have prasadam now. Hare Krishna. Good job on your quiz. Oh, right.